This might be fun over here. See, I knew, like, look at that. That's why I didn't set the hook, because, I mean, just barely had her. But, I mean, that's why, you know, she didn't. Yeah, this might get fun out here. Hold on it. I guess it's a pretty good one too. It is a good one. That was the lightest hit all day. Man, like, you know, you would think it'd be pretty easy to like not lose any. And to be honest with you, you should never hardly lose one. You should be about 90% on catching them on this. But so, you know, I've lost a couple today, and some of the ones I've lost, you know, I wasn't paying attention. I'd say almost 99% of it's all, you know, user error. And what I mean by that is it's not paying attention, not getting a good hook set in it. You know, the more you start doing it, like, I'm kind of ready for one now to hit. So like my hookup, my hook set and everything is really on point. And I think that matters, man. Cause like I don't know how many I missed by turning my head, looking around, and you would think you'd get every one of them, but you lose a lot of them like that. And like I said, everything, my goal in setting the hook is I try to break my rod, the line, and my reel. And I'm being honest, like I try to break everything I have. Now, I use this Falcon rod and this loose reel on purpose because I can't break it. And that's why I try to break it. That's why I try to break them, because you can't set the hook hard enough on them. You're never gonna set it too hard. Just like all this. I mean, it's just, and I'm hooking everyone, I'm really good. But it's probably the one thing that I do more. Like, I need a day of doing this to get really good every year. Like, I need to go practice this, because I'm telling you, you get so used to like kind of not setting the hook hard enough a lot of times, you know, doing the other styles of fishing. And I think that that's part of the problem, is that most people don't use a stout enough rod and set the hook hard enough. And like I said, to me, that's everything. And I want to do it really hard. Like a Carolina rig hook set, you know, that's one of those ones you kind of lean into. And this one, I want to be fast, hard, move my body, like really take up as much slack. It's why I throw it at 8-to-1, because you're trying to reel them in. It's just one of those deals that I think it's highly, highly important. I think the rod probably has more to do with it than anything. But I mean, it still takes a little bit of practice to go like 90-95% hookup ratio. Like, I'm never that way at the beginning of the year. Like it takes me a little bit to even get back into it. But I think that that's probably the number one reason why people miss them. The whole waiting on them, I don't really think it's that big. Like, there's days that like they can hit it as hard as they want to, and you couldn't set the hook fast enough. There's other days, you know, especially you want to wait a lot of times when they're missing it. Like these last ones, for whatever reason, they started hitting a little bit harder. So, and a lot of times you can tell just by the way they hit, you know, how hard they're hitting. That I set the hook as fast as I can, because I don't have to worry about waiting on them. But you cannot, all that stuff about waiting a second, it's not a bad thing. It's just, if one of them wants to eat it, you can, like, as soon as you see it, they've already swallowed it. So, I mean, it's just kind of one of those preferences on like how they're hitting that day, is how long you know, how long I'll wait and set the hook, or how. Man, them big ones aren't even blowing up on it. That's another good one that never blew up on it. They just come up there and eat it. That's a lot bigger ones, you know, like considerably bigger, and both of them never splashed on it. Like these bigger ones, you know, like I don't know why these bigger ones aren't exploding on it, but I mean, in the last like 8 or 9, like I haven't missed one, haven't lost one. And to be honest with you, I think it's just like I'm dialed in now, like I'm expecting, I know when I'm gonna get a bite. And I think that matters, you know? I think that matters on like how you set the hook, how hard you're hitting them, like tuned in, and man, now I expect to catch every single one of them throughout the rest of the day. And you know, shoot, let's go catch some more.